Every quality amusement park has roller coasters, and some of them have more than one top-notch ride. These parks are considered by coaster enthusiasts to be some of the best parks in the world. But which of these parks has the best top two, or as coaster enthusiasts refers to them, 1-2 punch? These are the top 10 best 1-2 punches in amusement parks. Number 10, Port Aventura. This is one of the 6 parks on this list that I have yet to visit. This incredible theme park, located just outside of Barcelona, Spain, has been on my bucket list since I've become a coaster enthusiast. It has one of the best atmospheres in the world, and great coasters such as Dragon Con, Furious Baco, and most likely the best hypercoaster in the world, Shambhala. This hypercoaster has one of the most unique turnarounds called the Figure 8 Helix, and it also includes a splashdown and an aggressive speed hill in the middle of the ride. Along with this thrilling hyper is the tallest coaster in Europe, Red Force. While technically in a different park, this Intamin-launched Giga Coaster launches riders straight up and straight down with a quick LSM. It also includes a surprise pop of airtime into the brake run. Overall, Port Aventura is a great park with a great 1-2 punch. Number 9, Six Flags Great Adventure. I'm sure everyone knows what the number 1 coaster in the park is. Of course, it is the world-class Intamin prefab El Toro. El Toro has some of, if not the strongest airtime of any coaster. It has extremely sharp apexes to each airtime hill, especially the infamous Rolling Thunder Hill. It also has a smooth and whippy ride experience with each of the turns. The second place spot is a bit more controversial at this park, but I settled with the world's tallest coaster, Kingda Ka. While the ride is a bit shakier, it's still a strata coaster at over 450 feet tall. With a crazy spiral on the way down and the incredibly intense 128 mph launch, it's no wonder why this ride gets so many views on YouTube. Number 8, Carowinds. This is the first park on the list that I've actually visited, and everyone again knows what the best ride in the park is. Fury 325 is one of the greatest coasters ever made. With its 325-foot lift hill and over 300-foot never-ending drop, the amount of airtime is absurd. And the ride isn't even focused on airtime, it's focused on speed and low-to-the-ground turns. It includes every G-force, including sideways airtime during the famous triple clef element, which also dives through a neon green tunnel. But Fury isn't the only good B&M in the park. Intimidator is another great B&M hyper, and while not as good as the previous Shambhala, it has some great airtime moments. Number 7, Six Flags Magic Mountain. Magic Mountain is one where the top 2 are not controversial, but the better coaster is. In my opinion, Twisted Colossus is the best coaster in the park. While the ride dies for a minute in the middle through the green lift hill, these include a massive dive, zero-G stall, twisted airtime hill, and wave turn. There are also moments while the 2 trains are dueling, causing for multiple high-five elements in the unique Top Gun stall. The second best ride in the park is X2. X2 is one of the world's only 4D coasters with controlled spinning. This means that the ride has computer-controlled rotations, causing for some very scary moments, including the straight-down drop while flipping onto your back. There is also the incredibly intense Raven turn at the very end. Number 6, Silver Dollar City. This is another park I've visited. It has a strong but small coaster lineup. When I ranked the coasters at this park back in August, it was extremely difficult for me to pick out the top 2. My opinion was that Time Traveler, a unique spinning coaster, was the best in the park. The best thing about this ride was how every single experience is different. Sometimes you have outward-facing airtime moments, and sometimes you have extreme laterals on the turns. This includes disorienting Gs during inversions. Also, the back row on the 90-degree drop out of the station is one of the most stomach-turning moments on a coaster. The second best ride in the park, which is only one placement behind in my overall rankings, is Outlaw Run. This wooden RMC has some of the most extreme and fast-paced elements on a coaster. Starting with a hidden dive into the trees, the ride goes through a wave turn, a zero-G stall, and extreme airtime moments, and 2 back-to-back Heartline rolls for the finale. While short, Outlaw Run provides an extreme thrill to the theme park. Number 5, Six Flags Fiesta Texas. This is the only park in the world with 2 RMCs until Wonder Woman opens at Magic Mountain. Similarly, Fiesta Texas will also have a Raptor and an iBox. Wonder Woman Golden Lasso is the Raptor track coaster and has extremely tight inversions and transitions. Every single element is more powerful than the previous, including the whippiest airtime moment in the US and possibly the world. Following is more tight drops and turns, causing for some high Gs. The other ride in the top 2 is Iron Rattler. This iBox RMC has a very unique layout, diving on, off, and inside a massive cliff in the edge of the park. This causes for some unique terrain elements, including an aggressive dive and inversion. Overall, this RMC-loaded park has some of the best in the world. Number 4, Six Flags New England. This park, located in Springfield, Massachusetts, has the thrilling Superman coaster built by Intamin. This massive creation is a huge golden ticket winner and has a great setting against the water. It starts with the typical hyper out and back with tight overbanks, high positives, and massive airtime hills. The unique second half, however, is a twister layout, causing for some more intense moments, rapid transitions, dark tunnels, and ejector pops. Superman is great on its own, but the fabulous RMC Wicked Cyclone has even more to this park. Wicked Cyclone doesn't have the best pacing, but extremely powerful airtime moments, especially that sharp, twisted airtime hill before the second barrel roll. This ride has 3 inversions, including a stall through the lift hill. Both of these coasters make Six Flags New England an enthusiast destination. Number 3, Fuji Q Highland. The only Asian park on this list is the beautiful park at the base of Mount Fuji. This is another controversial number 2 spot, but number 1 is easily Ijunaika. Ijunaika is similar to X2 with a controlled spin, but has crazier elements including a downwards facing brake run, tighter Raven turns, and overbanks, and also a 0G roll while the train is flipping. This makes it possibly the most intense coaster of all time. Number 2 is more controversial, but I chose Dododampa. While the layout isn't amazing except for the massive loop, the launch alone makes this ride worth the wait. It has the fastest acceleration, going from 0 to over 110 miles per hour in less than 2 seconds. If that doesn't sound thrilling, then I don't know what does. Number 2, King's Dominion. This is usually the most common pick for a list like this. Everyone knows the top 2 at this park. Twisted Timbers is one of the best RMCs in the world. They took a tiny ride and turned it into an airtime machine. From the barrel roll drop, it leads into 3 back-to-back Flowjector hills. It even includes a rare cutback and trick track double up. The craziest part has to be the outward banked head chop burst through the structure. But this ride doesn't even come close to the intensity of Intimidator 305. This Intamin Giga Coaster includes a 300-foot drop straight into a tight turn. This causes very high and very sustained positive Gs throughout the entire duration of the turn, causing some people to even black out. Afterwards, a series of rapid transitions and turns. Before those crazy transitions is a massive airtime hill causing some very sustained floater airtime. Intimidator 305 is one of the craziest rides in the world. Number 1, Cedar Point. And Cedar Point places at the top once more. There are 3 possible contenders for the number 2 spot, with Maverick, Millennium, and Dragster, but I ended up choosing Dragster. Steel Vengeance and Dragster make for 2 world-class coasters. Steel Vengeance has the most airtime of any coaster in the world. With its massive top hat, outer bank, and crazy stall and barrel rolls, it's no wonder everyone raves about it. Followed up by Dragster, which includes the most stomach-turning thing I've experienced, and the massive 420-foot top hat. That top hat provides some incredible airtime with the open lap bar restraints. Cedar Point is the best at nearly everything, and this is no different. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment which park you think has the best 1-2 punch, and have a great rest of your day.